right, well let's get started. Welcome back to Two Broke Girls, the podcast. Hi, I'm Kat Dennings.
I was told this is New Girl.
Who's the other person on Two Broke Girls?
Tall blonde girl.
She tall?
Yeah, she's taller than Kat Dennings, but I guess in reality, I feel a lot of people are
It's a low bar.
taller than Kat Dennings.
This is a good start. Hi, welcome to.
We never came up with a name.
We did not come up with a name.
We had the Google Doc.
We do have the Google Doc. Welcome back to the Google Doc. Tell you what, we're just kind of spitballing it here, and I don't even know if this sounds good from like a levels term.
I mean,
Actually,
we're not like red or anything. We're in the green sweet spot. The green is the sweet spot.
I'm gonna leave that up in case like if we laugh and it like goes out of fucking control, then we'll like be like, oh no, it still sounds fine.
That's pretty good.
Well, on
All
red,
right.
on the Audacity, it was red, which I don't know if that's the end.
Yeah,
Whatever, forget it. We'll figure it out. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
This probably isn't even going up anyway. This is just an experiment.
This is just for fun. This is for us, if anything,
Yeah,
because
well.
we still need music. Because music is more important than our work.
We do have music.
I don't know why I'm so
here.
fixed on music. I just like want music. Like, I guess we can play it in the background on YouTube. I guess I never thought of that.
Could. Yeah, we really could. I mean, we'd have to like get permission
know.
from. Actually, you know what? Our good friend Michael Carter. We could ask him because he's always got music on standby.
Oh shoot, you're right. He makes very good music. Yeah.
Yes, he does. Check out my boy.
Check out Michael. And my man,
My man,
Mr. Eddie Murphy
Mr.
or
Eddie
Charlie Murphy.
Murphy.
Rest in peace.
Oh yeah, you're right. He is dead.
Yeah, a lot of people I forget are dead. You know, like who was I
Most
looking?
people are dead.
That's fair. I started watching the Mary Tyler Moore Show the other day.
Which one is
It's
that
just
on the Hulu?
yeah, it's from the 70s, but like well, Mary Tyler Moore is dead, and I realized that like she died last year, and I was like, oh,
Really?
mm-hmm. Lots of people are. Abe Lincoln thought he was still around.
George Washington, lo and behold,
Apparently not.
dead as a doorknob. Henry, we both saw a movie that we should talk about.
Yes. This last weekend we both watched Jumanji with Jack Black and The Rock. No, not that one.
I'm not.
Oh, you're talking about the cinematic opus that is Black Panther.
I'm not justifying. We're moving on from the Jumanji thing. We both saw Black Panther. I saw it on Thursday with my beloved father. Praise be.
To Lemuel the First.
Lemuel the First. And then I saw it on Friday with a bunch of friends from college. When did you see it?
I saw it that next Saturday with my girlfriend. Oh,
You have a girlfriend.
you.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, no, that's fine.
Oh, maybe that's fine.
This really puts a crimp in our singles only podcast. So.
Why don't you just bring her on the podcast? Henry, just throw down the microphone.
I knew.
Okay, I liked the movie. I had a very good time with it. I think that I was kind of set on it, really. Like,
What do you mean by set on it?
I don't think that no matter what it was like when the Phantom Menace first came out, right? Like when the Phantom Menace first came out, people like fooled themselves into loving it. Like so, like for just like a year, people were like, "No, the Phantom Menace is Star Wars,
Good.
so
It was
it's
fine.
good."
It was a good. Jar Jar Binks was a good idea.
He's tall. So no matter what this product would have been, I probably would have loved it.
Okay.
I think the fact that it was still like a really great movie like sold me. Yeah, I liked it a lot.
No, yeah, and like what I was talking about after I saw it was like what was amazing was like it finished, and then like I was like, oh, that was a Marvel movie.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like you forget that was a Marvel movie. I think mainly because like it had a really good storyline.
Mm-hmm.
I really like because like it felt like there was superhero aspects, but also like there were real human
Right.
aspects to it, like family issues and like social classes and stuff like that. You know.
Mm-hmm. I think I definitely like didn't in my head. This is the first Marvel movie I've seen in a while where like I wasn't constantly thinking like I wonder where Thor is right now. Or, like, not controversy, but there was a whole bunch of stuff before this movie came out like a while ago that was like the Soul Stone, which is the last of the Infinity Stones that Thanos needs so we can get off his lazy ass and actually do something in the cinematic universe.
Yeah, well, and like that big golden glove is
Yeah.
for masturbating, right?
I mean, he's not using it for anything else. It has to be.
I mean,
He wastes all his time on his space toilet.
I don't know what else he mean. Yeah.
That's not. I mean, he's intense. Well, he's purple and leathery. I'm sure it doesn't hurt. Whatever. Yeah. Okay. Everyone was like, the Soul Stone has to be in Wakanda. It's the last one. The Soul Stone. Blah 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 blah. Like, this is how it connects to the universe.
Oh, okay.
And then when I saw the movie, I think it was like super recently where I was like, oh yeah, where's the Soul Stone?
Yeah, you like
in the movie. I wasn't like, where's the Soul Stone? Blah, 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 blah. I was just like, oh right, I forgot. This is a Marvel movie.
Yeah. Right. No. Exactly. And like, did they address that? Why?
No, in the movie.
Just in general, like the director, like Coogler, right? Ryan Coogler.
He directed Creed.
Then like every movie is Michael B. Jordan. It's so great because I love Michael B. Jordan.
That's the thing though. But if he directs the next Black Panther movie, Michael B. Jordan can't be in it because he's. I mean, spoilers.
No, it's fine. That's for anyways. Because
Michael B. Jordan is sick.
Michael B. Jordan doesn't feel well, so
he can't make it into the office.
He
on
will
that
be
day.
in Wisconsin for the duration of that time. No, I just, I just like what does it say? Yeah, well, cause yeah, Creed 2, like they'll be together again, and I don't
know. The opening weekend of Black Panther was the highest grossing for any superhero movie, mostly to the point of, or because of, it was a 4-day weekend. It was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, including President's Day.
Oh, shoot. I didn't think of that.
And, I mean, that, and also it's just got a lot of buzz.
Yeah.
This movie, in its opening weekend, made more than the entire Justice League run. That movie was in theaters for months, and it...
I really thought Aquaman would have sealed the deal there, but...
Yeah, dude. Jason Momoa, dude. That's my guy.
I just love the fact... I read an article, too. Like, it's like the 5th highest grossing opening weekend for a black director as well, I'm pretty sure.
Really?
Yeah. Or it's up there, for sure.
Right.
Which is very nice, very cool.
That's cool. That's a good time. I really like the movie. And I've also been looking more into Afrofuturism stuff.
What is it? Afrofuturism.
Afrofuturism. I Googled it because I didn't know it was like a genre. Like it was really popular in like the 70s. It's basically like the concept of Wakanda, which is basically like the future if it took place primarily in Africa. That was like if like it's like I'm trying to find a way to describe. It's basically like the future if it took place in Africa. It just like has like a very Afrocentric vibe, and it's all about like the Afro diaspora.
And that was
diaspora.
That felt pretty like a pretty prevalent theme in Black Panther, right? Like you can argue that because like it's I mean it's kind of set in modern day, but like it's so futuristic with all the vibranium and stuff, right?
Wakanda definitely falls under the umbrella of Afrofuturism.
Okay,
it just got me like really into it. Just that whole aesthetic seemed really cool.
I mean, and then if we want to talk about the all-star studded cast, like Chadwick Boseman, like I guess he did okay. Like he's not a spectacular man who like keeps me awake at night wondering how he can be such a good actor. Like
I'm not in love with him.
If only like someone could top him, like I don't know, like Lupita Nyong'o, but like that would just be impossible, right? Because she's not a glowing, beautiful goddess who like acting skills surpass all.
There was no one in this movie who, when they were on screen, I wasn't like, oh, this one again. I was like, yay, more of you.
I loved his sister in that movie, and I feel so bad too because like everybody I talk to, they're like, yeah, the sister's my favorite character. Like, why do we know the actress's name?
I do not know her name.
It's like seriously, no one.
I can like see it in my head, but I can't. I probably can't pronounce it, and I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it was worth looking up. I was gonna look it up, but
go for it. I mean,
I feel like she deserves our respect though at this point. Like we definitely should look up her name. So
her name was Shuri in the movie.
Yes.
Which is not Forrest Whitaker's character, which was Shuri. Two very close names that I didn't even realize.
I didn't know Forrest Whitaker was in the movie. That when I first saw him, I gasped. I was like,
really? Is that Forrest Whitaker?
I was like, oh dang, Forrest. Because like I didn't know and then I didn't know Angela Bassett was in it either. Yes. And I was like, Angela Bassett.
I love it. And Angela Bassett played like the perfect Angela Bassett character, which was just like, I'm running this shit. And she just like didn't care. I love Angela Bassett.
Come on. Here we go.
Do it.
All right. Her name. Go. What? She doesn't even. How dare she not pop up in the first couple people?
How does she not? She's like, if not the first.
Daniel Kaluuya comes up before her.
What the fuck? I don't even know his character's name.
Where is she? Like, she's not popping up.
I just know him as an asshole. Oh my god, what the
What?
hell?
She's not even on here.
What the hell?
Sterling Brown pops up. He was in it for 20 minutes.
What's going on? Why isn't...
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. I'm gonna look up.
I'm upset. I'm mad.
Let's see who. Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's the name.
We need
I want the name of the actress.
Okay, I can look up actress. This is unbelievable.
This is upsetting. I bet she's upset. I'm upset for her.
I'm upset for her. Okay, Letita Wright.
Letita Wright.
Newcomer Letita Wright shines as Black Panther's smart and savvy sister. Hell yeah, she did.
Yes. I'm in love with her.
Letita Wright, I agree.
Letita Wright, if you want to hit me up at Lemamen. Just kidding, I don't have a Twitter. Address is
my email.
my lemuel.amen@hotmail. That's not real. Don't do that. Don't look it up.
Letita, I know you're listening. I mean, why wouldn't you be?
Get really close to the microphone. Letita, I know you're listening.
Don't do it.
Go ahead.
You deserve so much more than us.
I mean, I'm an okay guy. I mean, I
feel
could.
like that was kind of uncalled for. I'm sorry. We're gems.
We are gems. And unfortunately, this is a singles only podcast, so I'm gonna have to ask him to leave.
And that's my cue. Well, we were talking about Palakin, or what is it?
Palakin.
Palakin before.
Palakin. Let's talk about the entire process to getting this podcast up and running. This podcast that probably isn't even gonna go live. Let's talk about it.
We got here at about 8:15. It is currently 10 o'clock. We've been talking for about 5 minutes, and yeah, it probably took us about almost 2 hours to download a virus-filled software that was wrong.
Yep.
Lem had to remove it all from his computer.
Yep.
And then everything was gone except for one little thing. And that was the gift. Palakin.
All right, I have a history with Palakin other than just tonight.
Oh, I didn't know that.
On my old laptop, the one that I had during high school. I got Palakin stuck on there. I don't even know how. I didn't download stupid voice meter from. I want to look. All right, I'm not gonna look it up. But whoever it was who we downloaded voice meter from the first time, all right, that asshole. I think it wasn't Cody Kirk because that was the guy who actually.
It was like
us.
some like AB audio thing because it had a picture of a bee.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
But also, like, shame on us. There were several signs that we probably
Henry.
we got anxious.
Right
we got. I'm a survivor.
I need to get a T-shirt that says "I survived to the Palakin."
Sounds like it's a roller coaster.
It does. Okay, so I got Palakin on there. Whenever you open up Google Chrome, Palakin is the first thing you see, and it just says invalid page. And I'm like, what is this? And then you try to get out of Palakin, and then it like gives you to a weird version of Google Chrome, and everything's slower now, right? So I was really upset when I saw Palakin, and I was just looking for a way out. I was looking for a solution. And eventually, after many, many Google searches, we finally got rid of Palakin, and we got Voice Meter to work. Big shout out to my boy,
Charlie Murphy.
My man,
Charlie Murphy.
Whoever we downloaded Voice Meter from, it doesn't matter. It was like John
Krasinski.
Yes. It was JG Quintel.
JG Wentworth.
877 cash now. Nice.
I like it. That's our new theme song.
I mean, yeah, I think that would work.
We can do it.
I mean, we are in a music room right now, so if we wanted to, we can make up a Henry. Why don't you do us a little ditty?
Yeah, no, I can for sure. So
diddle my twiddle.
For the listeners at home, I am not classically trained, but I do. I'm. I don't know. I hate the term prodigy, so I'm not. I've had no classical training. I understand instruments. I'm a virtuoso. So. With that,
a Wolfgang Amadeus.
I mean, yeah, they're calling me like the next It in orchestral music, but like, what does that even mean? Like
an instant classic.
I seriously like a treasured America's sweetheart.
Play us a song.
All right. Well, this one is an oldie but a goodie.
Mm-hmm.
It is Green Hill Zone from Sonic.
Go ahead, wet my whistle.
I screwed up.
I was about to say, is that last note?
Beat a.
Yes, yes.
No, I'm not in it for the fame. I'm not in it for the fan love. I do it for the music, but it's not easy being a virtuoso. I mean you would know, right? Being the, I forget that word. You're a virtuoso though of
Palakin?
Yeah. You're a Palakin version.
Like, where are we going?
Honestly, I was ready to improv. I was like, choose something. Choose something.
Underwater basket weaving? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I forgot the term. I consider myself a virtuoso in many things. Among them, probably being a trade show host. I when I see the girls laying out on the cars, I'm always like, it's where I gotta be. I gotta sell the cars. I gotta demean the people, and I gotta make everyone feel like trash, and I gotta sell some Fast and Furious movies. So it's really important to me.
I'm more of a Need for Speed type guy myself.
I forgot that existed.
Were you with me that one time? I went to the movie theater for where'd I go?
Was it Captain America: Winter Soldier?
Yeah.
If so, then yes.
That was us together. I remember we went. Oh yeah, with Carl. But yeah, so we go to this movie, and it was supposed to be Captain America: Winter Soldier, and we're sitting there. And all of a sudden, some like logos come up for like EA Sports. We're like, oh, okay, that's interesting. It's not like Marvel, but like whatever. And then Need for Speed, the title sequence pops up, and then every single person in that theater turns around like, wait, were you here for Need for Speed? And then I tapped on like the window because we were in the back row. I'm like, right. Change the movie.
I don't want to see Need for Speed.
And then actually, I turned into that one guy in the theater like, wait, hold on, guys. Let's just see it out, okay?
Wait a minute. It's Need for Speed. I mean, we can see both movies, right? Like, we see Need for Speed.
Ooh, double feature.
I have grown to despise the movie going experience.
What?
Just going to movie theaters. I hate it.
How can you despise going to the movies?
I love watching movies and I love movies, but I hate going to the movie theater.
I
hate it.
I don't understand how you can hate going to the movie theater. Like, you got the ambiance of seeing a movie on the big screen for the first time. Like, what don't you like?
What don't I like about it? I hate popcorn munchers. People chew way too goddamn loudly. Everyone's talking. You know, when I saw... yeah, I know. I talk during movies. When I'm at home, all right?
No, that's fine. Home. So do I, yeah.
When we went to go see Black Panther, there's the end credits scene, which, spoilers, even though it's not a spoiler, like, you knew... Whatever. It's fucking stupid. The end credits scene, which I wasn't a big fan of because it really didn't tell us anything. It was just Bucky waking up and he's like, he's in Wakanda. It's like, yeah, I knew he was in Wakanda.
I didn't see that.
What? You didn't wait till the end?
I saw the one where they're like, yeah, we're going to share with the world.
Why didn't you wait till the end? You know what this is about.
Dang, what happened?
Are you serious?
I seriously missed that.
You always have to wait till the end. This isn't even like a, all right. Well, now I'm disappointed.
So Bucky wakes up and he's in...
Bucky wakes up in Wakanda and he doesn't have an arm. And Shuri's like, okay, you have a lot to learn. And then they just go off and have a good time.
What happened to him at the end of Civil War? I don't even remember.
He just was frozen in Wakanda. That was all. He was like, I can't be trusted because I'm a sleeper agent. And oh no.
Oh, I remember that because like they zoom out and like we see the big statue of the Panther.
Yes.
And I remember. I totally forgot, but now I remember.
True. Yes. So at the end, when they wake him up, he's like, I'm in Wakanda? Whoa, it's so weird. There were people in the theater who were legitimately cheering. They were like, yeah, it's Bucky. Yes, dude. Awesome. I'm like, okay, A, who's this excited about Bucky? I don't give a fuck about... who...
I feel like... No, yeah, go on. I was going to say the hierarchy for cheering in the Marvel...
He's not up there.
He should not be up there.
He's not up there. Look, okay, like... how am I trying to quantify this? Cheering for Bucky is the equivalent of cheering for, like
Gunther from Friends.
I was going to say, like, being, like, at a baseball game and, like, shortstop does something, like, moderately... Like, shortstop doesn't even get the ball, but shortstop, like, does, like, a press, and everyone's like, yeah, shortstop, you did it! Nice, dude! Yes! Shortstop! Like, it's shortstop.
I feel like you can go one further and be like, cheering for Bucky is like cheering for that one, like, umpire, like on third base,
Good call, Raph.
who's
Good
just
call.
standing there. Yeah, that's a very weird thing to cheer for. But no, okay. I will give you that in the movie going experience. When I also saw Black Panther, I was sitting next to this dude, and like, I personally don't enjoy when people talk during movies, but I also know that that's somehow like that's a way people express themselves. So, like, who am I to stop them?
I don't.
But
care.
I will say, this dude next to me, he's so funny, just like this scrawny, like teenager dude, and like he's sitting next to me, and that part where she makes the joke about the shoes. What are those?
What are those?
I thought that was funny, whatever. But he goes like, huh, bet, okay, and he kept like,
He's very excited.
Yeah.
He's like, okay,
And then
all right, Black Panther.
he kind of like, he's like clapping, like hitting his side, and he goes like, oh, I'm dead. And, like, he had to keep repeating it, and I'm like, all right.
All right.
And like, I understand it with when you're with friends too, but like, he was by himself. Okay.
He was by himself.
Yeah.
That's a little sad. Well, no, it's not. It's not sad. All right. The sad part is that he was talking to himself in the movie theater. If you were talking to friends, then it's one thing. When you're talking to yourself, that's weird. I'm not saying you shouldn't go to see movies by yourself. I do that all the time.
No, that's
honestly,
not that,
I
yeah.
fucking love it. I love seeing.
It is
movies
very
by
relaxing.
myself. It really treat yourself. 2018. Okay, I disagree with you on the whole talking during movies thing. Like, it's how people express themselves. Fuck that. There are other people around. Be courteous. Okay, let's say you're at a restaurant, right? And like, a way I express myself is to get up from where I am and spit in your food. That's now affecting your experience of the food. You're affecting my experience of the movie.
That's a fair point. That is a fair point. I will concur. I will concede my point and agree with you, because like, I thought at first when you were bringing up that argument, you were gonna say like, it's like me every time I take a bite. Woo! Just like scream at the top of your lungs.
Yeah,
that is some good scallops.
Yeah, nice, dude. Chicken tartare. Yes.
I'm dead.
So good.
Bet.
All right, so I was legitimately disappointed when they made the "What are those" joke in the movie. I was like, stop it.
It was a little like, yeah, it's like, it goes back to like the Moana, like, you describe this with a bird, it's called a tweet. I don't know, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of those types of jokes,
I
but
don't like them.
they're kind of like cheap laughs, I guess you can say, more or less.
I guess because I see them so much, it's just like, okay. Like, that's why the Natalie's Rap 2.0 was so disappointing to me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, they were just like, you're using modern references. And I was like, yeah, that is all you're doing, isn't it?
Natalie. That first one was a classic, though. I love that first one.
I think I just like the beat more to the first one, honestly. It's so classic. It reminds me of, like, Wu-Tang Clan. It's just, I love it. Also, I there was a part of Natalie's Rap 2.0 that I really, like, legitimately like. It was the ending part where it's just Andy Samberg and her talking. And then there was the part where they're talking about Star Wars. And she's like, say something fucking nice about the prequels, bitch. Say something nice about Jar Jar Binks. Now kiss him right on his 17 dicks. I liked that.
They were playing the prequels in the cafeteria the other day.
To Senton?
Yeah, in the TVs. And like, I was surprised. Cause, like,
We go to college, in case you couldn't tell. Continue.
Yeah, we are well educated. But anyways, and like, it was Revenge of the Sith. It was the fight scene.
Classic.
And that's truthfully like my favorite movie in the prequels, and also my favorite part when Obi-Wan and Anakin fight. That's probably the only reason why I was like, this is the only part I'm okay with all the prequels.
Right.
Everything else I was not a huge fan myself.
My mom she's this big Star Wars person. She likes the prequels. I think she knows that they're bad, but she likes them because she's like, oh, they're Star Wars, they're fun, and I'm like, okay. And which I think is legitimately funny. Her favorite part is in, I think it's Revenge of the Sith. It's either Revenge of the Sith or Attack of the Clones. I don't remember, but It starts out with a big space battle, and Anakin is in his plane or whatever the fuck, and something like they get hit in the back, and like a big part of the back just like flies off, and Anakin just like looks back and he's like, I think we lost something.
I it's a well thought out joke. I guess Star Wars says every now and then. I feel like, okay.
Every gen.
Okay, tell me if this is true or not, but like, I feel like a lot of movies I see now, like, okay, like, people always come in like, oh, all the movies are the same these days. Mm-hmm. I don't think all movies are the same these days. However, I would feel like everybody has to do that thing where like they put in one or two like jokes, but it's like not necessarily forced jokes, but do you know what I mean?
But
Like,
it seems like a little out of place. Like,
yeah,
that's not the vibe we were getting from this movie.
right? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I got like, and it's like kind of like it's more like action movies. Like, I feel like Marvel really does that a lot. I feel like the new Star Wars movies, they kind of do that, where it's like
The Last Jedi was very like, it was like, look at how funny we are, even though like only half the jokes were funny.
Yeah, I was kind of like, I was very.
I mean, like, I get it.
That.
I get that like humor is like the easiest way to like connect with a character. You'll just like someone more if
Yeah.
they're funny, but like it definitely does feel out of place for a lot of movies. I think Marvel has had a very good balance, like where they'll like, that was something that Black Panther didn't do a lot of. Actually, there weren't like a lot of jokey jokes.
Mm-hmm.
There was all the stuff with M'Baku, which I really liked, the Gorilla King. I liked him.
He was funny.
He was funny. But I think, yeah, when I see like an action movie and like it's not immediately not immediately, but it's not telegraphed that, oh, this is a funny character, or this is going to be like a funny fun movie, and it's like we do something wacky and stupid, I'm like, that literally came out of nowhere, and I don't get it.
Yeah, you have to set the tone early. Like Thor Ragnarok, like
Yes.
that first 5 minutes was like a joke, so they're like, okay, this is the tone of the movie.
Yeah, it's like, get ready, asshole.
Yeah, no, exactly.
That's a big problem that a lot of people had with the first Guardians of the Galaxy, which I think stands, that the first scene of Guardians of the Galaxy is when Peter's mom dies, which is a bummer, and there aren't any jokes in it, and it's like 3 minutes long, and then we get like part of the movie where he's dancing on the watery planet, cave planet, and it's like, oh, okay, so this is like a funny movie. But it's like, those are two vastly different tones that we established in the start of the movie, and it's like, whoa, what's going on here?
I never thought of that. I don't know, it never really bugged me, I guess, because like it was character development, it was character backstory, I guess. But who's to say?
I agree with that. I just feel like in the tone that movie was attempting to, not attempting, I think it established it very well, but in the tone that movie established, that scene in like being the very first being the very first scene just felt off to me.
That's fair. I mean, like, I remember when I first read the script for the part of Peter Quill, I was looking through it and I was like, yeah, I mean, like, I guess I'd be okay with that. I suggested that they put the dance scene first and maybe do like a flashback to his mom dying, but then they're like, how did you get in here? You're not Chris Pratt.
Please leave.
Get out of here. Security. And I was like, no, guys, my ideas. And
then they hit a button underneath the table a lot of times, and then these big, strong men.
Yeah, it was crazy. And I was like, oh, sweet. So you guys like the backup like dancers for my scenes. Like,
that's cool.
That's awesome. And then like I was like, I'm Star-Lord. Let go of me. I haven't heard back from them, but I'm assuming like I'll probably be in Infinity Wars, like in a cameo.
No, they'll definitely call. It's gonna be like you and Stan Lee just like brushing shoulders. Like, it'll be cool. I feel it.
I'll be the new Stan Lee.
You're gonna be in every Marvel movie, and like people are gonna be like, who the fuck is it?
So we replaced old white guy with a random white guy.
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, how would you feel if that happened though? Just like if Stan Lee stopped like being in movies and all of a sudden it was just like some random, like it was like a John Ratzenberg type deal. Like John Ratzenberg is in every single Pixar movie.
Yeah.
Now it's just some guy. Like literally no establishment. It's just some guy.
So like in like in the following Marvel movies, like not like in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, like. Yes. In like the next like 3 or 4 movies, if like Stan Lee stopped and some other dude came in.
Yeah, just like literally any Taron Killam. Let's say it was him.
Taron Killam.
Let's say it was Taron Killam.
Well, I'm biased. I'd probably be happy to see Taron Killam, but I feel like I don't know. Just a lot of times I forget about Stan Lee, and then like he pops up, and I'm like, oh hey. Like I don't really have a reaction to him, anyways.
Stan Lee being cameoing in Marvel movies now is a lot like those kind of jokes we were talking about earlier, like, what are those? Like, da, da, da. Except, like, I don't hate seeing Stan Lee. I'm just like, okay, it's Stan Lee.
Yeah, it's like, move on. Like, I was like, okay, cool. He got in. Right. Next. Like,
all right, can we keep going with the actual scene now, please?
I want him to be in, like, an end credit scene. Like, someone, like, one, like, really finicky, like, Marvel fans, like, Stan Lee wasn't in this one. And then, like, they'll wait till the end, he'll be like, I'm Stan Lee. That's it.
And then that fan will cream their jeans and be like,
Stan!
Yes! So then you're going to have a fucking reason to clap. Like, yeah, Stan, yes! They like Stan Lee.
So I guess to answer your question, though, I guess, I don't.
How dare you?
I don't think I would know how to. I feel like I just wouldn't have a reaction if they had a reoccurring person over and over again in a Marvel movie.
I wouldn't care.
I mean,
No,
honestly,
I don't care.
like, honestly, it's gotten to the point in the Marvel movies where I'm like, I'm assuming Robert Downey Jr. is in every single one of these.
I feel that.
No? Oh,
No,
he is.
No,
he
I
is.
feel that.
Like, I'm pretty sure in Black Panther, if you noticed, carved into one of the statues in Wakanda says, like, Tony Stark was here.
In plain English.
In, like, plain English. And, like, it's really hard to see. You have to be... Well, because, like, when I auditioned for the part of Tony Stark,
Yes.
they told me, like,
You're
they...
going to say when I auditioned for the part of Black Panther, I'm like,
No. I don't know about that one.
That joke doesn't translate.
Oh,
Please,
boy.
continue.
That'd be oofta. We're trying to make progress. We're trying to
When
make...
I auditioned for the part of Captain Marvel,
No, but, like, when I was Iron Man, they were just super trusting. Like, the Marvel Universe hadn't started yet, but they had all the cameos and all these, like, ready.
Yes.
So they're like, so by the time of 2018, when we come out with a Black Panther movie,
Yes.
we're going to have Tony Stark's name carved in there. I'm like, oh, cool, that's good to know. And then I knew where it was going to be. And then, like, most of my auditions end up, they're like, dang it, we got bamboozled again. This is not Robert Downey Jr. How do you always keep doing this?
So they saw you, assumed you were Robert Downey Jr., proceeded with the audition, and then afterward they, like, saw a headshot of Downey Jr., and they, like, looked up, and they're like, what the? You're not him!
Well, this is the dark little secret that no one will tell you about Hollywood, but they're very trusting. So a lot of times I
wouldn't get that from them.
I honestly walked into a room once and said, hey, I'm Emma Stone. I'm auditioning for La La Land. And they're like, oh, cool. And then I
Cool. Tight.
fucking nailed the audition, FYI. Like, they were wowed. And then, like, they're like, okay, just a couple logistical things. And then the one intern in the back who was, like, on his phone Googled a picture of Emma Stone. He's like, I don't think this is it. And so that really upset me. So...
That's understandable.
But yeah, no, they're a pretty trusting bunch. Everybody's so nice in Hollywood. Like, there's no, like, honestly, like, no bias, no prejudice. Like, super cool.
Everything and everyone feels completely safe there. All right, that one was a little.
That one wasn't good.
Ooh,
that one's gonna get edited in. That one's gonna that in the Black Panther audition.
No, I'm so serious. Every single, like, horrible thing that we say has to stay in. I'm not kidding. Like, I want the world to know. All
Our
right?
true colors.
We're holding microphones in front of our faces right now. I want everyone to know. I don't know how long we've been recording.
I was actually about to check that.
30 minutes.
Is it really 30 minutes?
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah, 33 minutes.
That's cool.
Good. I love it.
I dig it. That's awesome.
I
So
love it.
next time we'll have to figure out music.
What do you mean? What do you mean? We have music. J.G. Wentworth.
877 cash now. Oh, I always forget about that. Shout out to our audio woman, Claire. She's always running those. Thanks, Claire.
Claire, give a knock.
So that's just how you know that Claire's real.
Claire.
Our studio, actually, since we're new, we can talk about this, but our studio is located on 4th Street and West on Burbank, right? Yeah, Burbank.
Yeah, Burbank.
And it's a very nice recording studio. You might have heard of it before. It's called
super awesome.
NASA.
It's called NASA
Ever heard of it?
Yeah, step up your game.
I mean, it's just a huge facility, so.
They usually use it for rocket ships and stuff, but when we were like, hey, we need somewhere to record, they like immediately like hollowed out where they had the rocket, and they were like, hey, you guys can come here, and we were like, well, we don't want to like disrupt anything. It's like, no, it's cool, because they just like really wanted us.
Yeah, they were so like
that's
understanding and so cool about it.
I mean, I get it. Like, we're a highly sought after organization.
I mean, like, yeah, being when you hear the name Google Docs, people know. Like, that's
I
us.
forgot we called it that.
After this, yeah, we gotta check out the name they do. I haven't checked that since we started
No,
it, but
it's Google Doc now. So, I'm glad you've made that choice, and I'm glad that we're sticking with it. So.
oh yeah, no, always puts it on me, right? Because it's always, I always will take on the blame, or this. Well, no. Here's the deal. You always pin it on me, and then I'll take the blame 100%. But if it's success, it's more of like a 70-30 in your favor. But yeah, no, it's fine.
I mean, as long as you know the deal, I'm comfortable. I mean, I'm just glad that you explained it
And
to me.
as long as you got the facts.
As long as you understood just a few logistical things. I'm glad that you understood the. Good. All right. Well, this has been our podcast. We're gonna turn this off and probably not even post it. But if we do, then you know where to find us. I'm gonna shameless plug because literally all I have is Snapchat. Henry, go ahead. Just plug your shit.
I don't.
Your social media. Yeah, I know you're popular.
I don't. Oh, is that what plugging means? I thought plugging is when you like
when you supply something.
Shout out somebody else.
No, well that's like this is a separate plug. You know, I'm not even gonna plug my Snapchat. I don't give a fuck. Who cares?
Another time.
Another time. My name is Lemuel Amen.
And I'm Henry Kippers. Thank you.
And we are Sex Bob-omb. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Quattro.